So Crystal and Grog have brought you here because there have been a number of werewolf sightings by travelers around this area, and the town is Lunca. You see a woman from behind wearing a very flamboyant red cape and hat.
I do favor the color red. This might seem a little strange. Have you seen a man that is blue in color, looks like a fish, like he got vomited out of the ocean, like just rejected by it in general?
Don't you dare recognize me.
Oh, you're talking about Ash.
There is men, supposedly good men in town, good men who work with mechanics, tinkerer. Is the name of Dr. Vasquez. Daniel, you're alive! This is Daniel, man! I heard Sal was dead.
No, he's alive. We'll talk later when it's not almost mooning out.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sword Art Online Odd Season 3, Episode 4. We are once again back with the Odd Guild with the old cast and crew, so sound off.
Hey guys, I'm Snow, and I play Snow in the podcast. She is the leader of the Odd Guild, alongside with her faithful large wolf, Nachia. Hi, I'm RL, and I'm currently playing my new character, Elias. She is definitely not Russian. That accent is just for show. And she is going to be a little bit interesting to play, a lot different than Zana, hopefully.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel. I play Daniel because I'm original. I hope to figure out what's going on with this whole werewolf thing and just get it done and over with, because I really don't like being a werewolf in a place that has a full moon every night. It's not fun.
Hi, I'm Mohit. I'm playing Ash in the game. It's really good to be back in character. I've grown very fond of Daniel in the last couple of days.
In character or like in person?
No, in reality.
I'm already very fond of Daniel in person.
Very fond.
I do wish that everybody could see the face that Daniel makes every time that
He's
Mohit
blushing.
said.
He's blushing, all right? That's just Daniel's way of blushing.
No.
Alrighty. Okay.
It looks
Look
like he
at him.
wants
His
to
cheeks
beat
are
you.
red. He's got kawaii eyes.
He's gonna kill you.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know if Snow meant in character or out of character, but the answer is yes
Both.
to one of them.
Both is good. All right. So when last we left off, we were desecrating and defiling corpses. So as the gnawed and chipped bones of the skeleton before you seem to be overcome with a translucent aura as they are lifted off the ground and reorganized. By some strange mystical force, once fully risen, the bones seemingly become defined with depth and life. The mystic aura then turns green and the figure contorts, changed into a malformed, wretched shadow of the creature's former self.
Well, we have a skeleton. What did we want to? We wanted to figure out who this person was first and go from there.
Why don't we just ask a generic question, because I don't know if we can intervene on your spell or not.
I don't know if the spell allows other people, but I'd assume it doesn't say that only I can ask the questions. So I'm going to turn to the skeleton and ask, who were you?
The name is Cedric Dragmere. And think not that thine self a wretched cur would be able to garner information from the lips of a queen's guard.
So it's clearly not Dr. Vasquez.
Daniel, what does your spell entail? How many questions do we get?
We get one every other level, so 5 total.
When I got a badge, right? To indicate that I was an honorary member of the Queen's Guard.
You also have an emblem and insignia dictating that you are now a duchess of the land. The currently suspended skeleton is looking on with disdain towards the direction of both Ash and Daniel's.
Okay. I flash the badge or the emblem that I have, and I hold it towards him, and I say awkwardly, "See here, skeleton Zedric. I am also a member of the Queen's Guard, and I compel you to answer our questions. I'm also the Duchess of the part of the land, so I mean, okay."
What manner of high treason is this, that a member of the High Guard would be working with such vile vermin?
I'm not vermin.
A lowly mutt, a side scoundrel, a useless cur spreading its insolence throughout the land.
I am from quite proud bloodline. Wow. Whole thing.
Understand to speak only when spoken to.
And he directs that towards Elias.
Elias glares and keeps her hand on one of her guns.
Okay.
Snow will pose the question as a test, I guess. How did you die?
Through agonizing torment, and eventually succumbing to daylight.
So, what else do we want to know from this thing?
Psst, Daniel, maybe ask man if he knows where Dr. Vasquez is. Since you said this is his house, he is in basement.
Hopefully dead if what should have come around has gotten him.
So, 3 questions now answered? Okay, so we have 2 more questions.
You have to be careful of what you pose because the spell, he'll answer any question you pose. So we have to be really careful about what we say.
Vampires and werewolves hate each other?
Biolycanthropy is a wretched curse upon this nation. It is something that has scorned the earth, and we wish to rid it.
You do?
No!
My gosh!
Oh my gosh!
It was but my sole goal in life until my torment has brought me here.
Snow takes her hands and she covers her eyes in pure and utter frustration. And then she moves her forefinger and her thumb like to the bridge of her nose and just kind of squeezes and sighs heavily.
Fishman needs to shut up.
I hope you got the answers you were seeking for.
And with that, the bones collapse.
Wait, was that all of them?
No, that was 4.
That was all 5.
That was 4.
Well, yeah,
4.
you asked,
What
do
was your-
vampires and werewolves hate each other?
Mhm.
That's one
And
question.
then also
Does
and also asked if he hated werewolves, asked his name, asked if he knew where Vasquez was, and there was another one. How he died. So that's all 5.
That's 5.
Okay, that's enough information. Good. We're good.
Why would you
We're
do
all
that?
right. I'm sorry. I didn't
Sal,
know.
why would you do that?
I didn't know. I just had a brain.
We just said
Elias,
this. Like,
collapse.
we
We had a brain mental collapse. Okay.
We literally just told you that we have 5
in
questions.
character and out of character. That's very on theme for me.
Elias
So,
this is a very
shoves him.
Sal thing to do.
Oh, why the pretty skeleton go away so quickly?
I'm stupid. That's my bad.
That is an understatement.
Maybe we should have written our questions down before we started asking them.
Well, the thing we had decided previously was if we wanted to know if the skeleton was Dr. Vasquez, and if he wasn't, we'd ask a completely different set of questions than if he was Dr. Vasquez. So, but yeah, that may have been a good idea in hindsight. Oh well, hindsight is 2020.
I don't think it would have mattered because Sal opens
Sal.
his mouth sometimes and,
Also, with shot.
It seems that the fishman opening mouth seems to have detrimental
Side effects?
Yes, side effects, consequences on the entire guild or party or whatever this.
I am
is
so
group.
sorry. I
Maybe,
genuinely did not mean to.
Just instead of having his mouth open, take duct tape or some other type of gag and have it permanently shoved down throat.
Oh, I mean, we don't have to go that far. Just Sal, listen. Snow goes over to him and takes his hands in both of hers and looks at him. Think before you speak for a little bit, and winks and walks away.
Think.
I can smell something burning. I don't think those gears have been turned in ages.
My brain hurts.
Don't worry, me and you both, bud.
I was not aware that the creature had a brain.
So, we know who he was. We know how he died because he was a vampire. And we know that he didn't know where Dr. Vasquez was, but we do know that
he did not like Dr. Vasquez.
Right. So, Snow, you said you were now a duchess or something?
Yeah.
Could you fill me in on that?
Well,
Oh my gosh, does that mean you have a fancy house with like a bunch of servants?
I do, and so does Wilson and Clyde and Zana.
Oh, that's not going to go
so
well.
you think that you are above the people of this land now?
No. I was given the title as a reward for, defeating a super evil demon that was attempting to take over the game world.
Well, Duchess or not, you're my captain, and I salute.
I do not think he took your think before speak words to heart.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of endearing.
Snow, maybe we can use your connections as a duchess to figure out who this guy was. And if there's a case on him or records on him, we can maybe backtrace his steps or something.
So Snow looks at them all and just says, I mean, yeah, I could use connections, and I put air quotes around that, but it sounds to me like the Rimadol family and this village are enemies, especially with the idea of you guys apparently being werewolves and enemies.
Yeah, what I'm starting to think is Lunca is referencing the moon. So somehow Lunca is connected to werewolves. And clearly the Rimadol Empire is vampires. And clearly there's some conflict there because they're natural enemies.
Huh.
So perhaps Dr. Vasquez was working with Lunca or just werewolves in general somehow.
How many people are in this town?
57.
There's only 57 people, and it's a town?
Not including children.
Oh.
And it's a town?
I mean...
Well, what does this town provide? What do they do?
I mean, they herd lots and lots of sheep.
Sheep, as in something that the big bad wolf or, wolves like to eat?
Right.
Maybe that's just why wolves are here, because they
Listen.
have a lot of sheep.
I'm a little suspicious, but what if this entire village was made up of werewolves?
Then wouldn't we have seen the people turn into werewolves yesterday?
Not necessarily. It might not be everybody, but it could be most of the people. I mean, maybe it wasn't just 57 people originally. What if people are just going missing?
Well, since our time here, we haven't noticed a single person go missing.
But we always go back before we turn into werewolves, so we never actually see what happens to this place after we turn into werewolves. So hypothetically, we'd need someone who's not a werewolf to scout out the area.
So like everybody but you two?
Yes. Yeah.
So wait, you said there's somebody called Petre?
Yes, he's the florist.
A florist?
Yes, no, they grow flowers and sell them.
He's also my friend.
That
I'm
is
going to
surprising.
take that with a large grain of salt.
He's not my good friend like you, Daniel.
I'm just surprised they can grow flowers in a pine forest.
Well, no, he lives more in the town. That's where he grows his
Oh.
flowers.
Probably has greenhouse like most florists.
Though, what I've noticed about him is the townspeople, it's not that they ignore him. It's more that they just think he's a crazy person. But he knows what wolfsbane is. He knows what werewolves are. He knows kind of how they work.
Wolfsbane, isn't that poisonous to werewolves?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that scratches my initial theory of everybody or most people being werewolves, because if everyone thinks he's crazy, but he knows about werewolves.
Maybe they don't know that they're turning into werewolves.
Does he know how to cure them?
That's what he seems to have been working on, but he doesn't have all the right tools to do so.
Didn't you say that you have something called remove curse and you just need to be like a higher level or something?
I tried it. It didn't go through.
Maybe if we found a church or a temple that said like magic water, like holy water. Wait, no, that is vampires.
Yeah, holy water would be more for vampires. I mean, we could try. Is there a church in town? I look at you guys, Daniel, and...
No, doesn't seem to be.
You do, both of you, recall that while there is not a church, the town does have weekly town meetings where the entire town gathers in one place.
Oh,
That's
God.
true, yeah.
Gotta be careful, because that could be where the lynchings happen. Have you ever played a game called Werewolf?
No, but I've read an American history textbook.
No, not what I'm referring to. There's a game that's called Werewolf, and sometimes when people disappear... Have you ever played Mafia?
No,
No.
what do you
Okay.
know about Mafia?
Well, normally,
Elias looks at Snow with clear, somewhat suspicion and disdain.
I think we're talking about two completely different kinds of mafia, Elias.
We could set up some lookouts for evening if we do suspect people actually being werewolves. I mean, there are actual werewolves, but...
Aside from us two.
But here is the thing. If we find real werewolves, they are in town, they are killing people. What then?
well, I don't think they're killing people, but I'm sorry, I got us distracted. We got to find them a cure. I don't know. But Crystal, when I sent you out last night, I asked if you would check the houses. Did it look like the houses had people in them? Like,
I mean, it's kind of hard to see without breaking in, but luckily I did that. So some of them had people in.
Oh, of course.
Some of them did have people in them. Mostly women or small children, though.
Where did the men go?
yeah.
Yeah, what time was
sex.
I mean, it looks like this Petre person, he was in his house with his family.
Petre has
Mhm.
family?
Yeah, he's got a wife,
You
daughter,
guys
and a
did not
son.
mention this. I thought you said everyone thought he was crazy.
Yeah, except for his wife and children. Duh. And
He has
then there
children?
was, I just said he had a daughter and a son. Guys, keep up.
So where are they going?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Secret
don't know where all the
man
men
cave?
were. Well, it's not like it was all the men. It was just most of the houses didn't have men in them. Like there was like one or two here and there.
That is a little bit sexist.
There were women missing too. That makes you feel better.
That does make me feel better.
There's mostly not children. All the children were there in their houses. It looks like they were sleeping.
Safe. Good.
So they're either getting together at night talking about adult things, or there's something significantly more nefarious going on here.
Maybe they're in a cult.
Like a werewolf cult?
Yeah, like a werewolf cult.
What do they do? Worship a werewolf? You said that people in town don't believe werewolves are real.
Well, to be fair, they might just be putting up a front.
We should go talk to this Petre character.
Yeah, that's probably
Maybe
a good
interrogate him more.
Oh, I love interrogation.
I don't entirely... you might not need to interrogate him.
Oh, yes, they said they were friends. Fishman said he was friends with Petre.
Yeah, we get along great.
They'll interrogate by asking questions.
Yes, just don't, go waterboarding him or anything. That would be unnecessary.
Why would you think she would do that?
I don't know.
Is it because she's Russian?
She
Daniel?
seemed really...
Oh, I am not Russian. What makes you think I am Russian?
She seemed
Absolutely
really
nothing
into
at all.
interrogation.
That is...
about as American as it gets?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why would you assume?
I'm sorry, the accent. Where are you from?
She flips in her journal. I am from Wisconsin.
Great. All right.
Oh.
Believable. Alrighty, they have some good cheese there.
I guess you
Yes.
must have just moved or something.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to assume where you came from based on the accent that is very thick in your voice.
I have been referred to as thick many times.
If you're really from Wisconsin, what's the best cheese there?
Wisconsin next to Sharpshooter. I know my cheese.
Oh my God, she's from Wisconsin, everyone.
Why would you know that? Are you from Wisconsin? Ash, whatever your name is.
No, I mean I have a really close friend who is.
We are not close friends
Not you.
yet.
Oh yeah, if you're from America, what's the best state in all of it?
This
We're
state of
getting off
depression.
We're getting off topic. Let's just go interview Petre and try and figure out what's going on in this town, because clearly there is something up.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Good job, Daniel. Keep everyone on task.
Snow. Does this mean we get to buy flowers?
Yes, Grog, we can buy flowers.
Flowers. Who needs flowers? They are just pretty decoration that
Oh,
is
what you saying? You don't want to make a
useless
little
and
tiny lily
will
crown?
die eventually. You know.
You
I'd
don't want a
take
little
care
tiny
of it.
crown made of flowers? What's all that? Like the little tiny like daffodils and stuff.
Or you could take care of flowers, you know? Flowers don't have to die.
Well, everything has
Everything
a
has to
lifespan.
die.
Deep in us. That's morbid thought, so let's keep going.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
All right,
So we're just going to leave the basement.
yeah, we've been in this basement the entire time.
It's a little dank.
It is. Somebody did die in here.
All right, so you all make your way back into town with the guidance of both Daniel and Ash. And they are able to guide you relatively easily, seeing as they've been to this shop numerous times. And they take you to a small little shop with a sign hanging outside the front with a little flower painted onto it.
Oh, I guess that would be a florist.
I'm just going to knock and walk into the florist shop / home.
Elias follows closely behind Daniel.
I'm going to be next to Daniel.
Snow ponders why people always knock whenever they go into a store and thinks it's very polite.
Are you implying anything?
Nope, she thinks this quietly in her head.
Everyone walks into the florist shop, and with everyone shoulder to shoulder, you are barely able to cram yourselves into this small, quaint little florist shop.
Grog, one at a time. Okay, hold on.
Well, I mean, we are. Sorry about
Okay.
this.
I'll go.
If you could just go that way a little bit.
Okay, I got this. Okay.
Yeah, you go.
Yo, Petre, what's up? Petre!
I look around. Is there like a bell or anything?
There's no bell.
Okay.
Petre!
Elias yells, "Hello, we have come to purchase flowers. We are patrons. What come to purchase flowers, please?"
You hear the sound of footsteps down a stair, but they sound very light and very quick.
Cry, child. Cry about your size, Crystal. Prepare yourself.
Elias gasps and looks somewhat excited.
And then the doors open, and you are barely able to see the top of a head above the countertop, because the countertop's like one of those waist-high, like 3-foot tall ones, and you see a small little head pop out with sandy blonde, long hair, and it is a little girl wearing a green dress.
Wait, hello there. How can I help you? Should I fetch my papa for you?
Yeah, that'd be really helpful.
We can talk to you. You seem knowledgeable.
No. Could you please
no.
get
Yes.
your...
Get Papa. Get your daughter, please.
Okay, give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
And she kind of scurries off.
What a polite
Elias
little girl.
clutches her chest and looks somewhat in pain.
Are you having a heart attack right now?
There is pain.
Unless she's clutching her pearls, but yeah.
She pushes aside a cloth and goes back deeper into the built establishment, but you then hear, as it sounds as if a door is opened and closed, and then you hear the little girl faintly shouting, "Papa!" In the background. And moments later, there is a man who comes in. Coming in from the back room from the other side of the cloth, you see a frail-looking man, small in stature comparatively to everyone else, with short-cut sandy blonde hair, with a very thin, scruffy beard, wearing a white apron, and having a trowel in his hand.
Is this the Petre you took of?
Yep, that's him. What's up, my guy?
Ish, I see you have brought friends. Are
Yeah.
they here for flowers?
No, they're here for
Yes,
the other
flowers.
Yes, we are here for flowers.
Yes.
I do not need flowers, but I will purchase them.
Ish, you should bring friends more often. This is the best business I have seen in years.
Really?
Grog, why don't you go take a look at some of the flowers? Towards the back.
Where are all the
Like
flowers?
right over there. You know, you saw where the little girl came in through? Like, I see some...
That is back door.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
If you would like to browse the wares we have, you can go outside and make a right-hand turn, and then there will be white fence, and you will see garden.
Are there no flowers in the store?
There are potted plants here, but if you wanted to look at more than what you can visibly see right here, everything would be outside.
Are there
growing.
any flowers near the back door?
No, there are not. There are shelves with potted plants on them. If you would like,
Near
I
the
can-
back door?
Kind of.
Grog, go over to those. I gestured towards that specific area for Grog.
So he kind of steps where the counter parts from the wall, and you would have to walk back. He kind of steps in front of it. If you would like to see wares, I can bring down plants for you. Edgewise, all of the plants are grown outside of establishment that way. And he points
I see.
outside.
I look at everybody else.
Buddy, we're here for flowers, but we're also here to talk about that other thing that I talked to you about.
He gets very serious and stoic, and it seems like the blood drains from his face. How many people have you told?
Just these guys. They're my friends.
Elias raises her hand. No, we're not supposed to count off who Elias told. She puts her hand back down.
This may be trouble.
We are here to cause no trouble. No trouble.
We are not here to cause trouble, as she said. We are simply seeking information to aid in our compatriots' plight.
They're trying to cure us, in case that makes it clearer.
And he kind of just eyes everyone and looks back and forth between everyone in his shop currently, sizing up and measuring everyone seemingly. So you said you were here to buy flowers. And he's talking very loud right now and very blatantly. Here, let me get to you this one over here. It is favorite of young women in village. And he walks over to a plant. This is a lily. They are very pretty. And he brings it down off of his shelf.
Lilies are very pretty flowers. I sense motive to see if what he's doing is dangerous, like almost like it's a call out for help from him to somebody else.
Okay, sure.
Do I see what kind of flower he's getting?
It looks like he's grabbing for a roll knowledge nature to see if you can determine flowers from one another.
17.
It looks as if he is reaching for a moon lily.
My roll was a 26 for sense motive.
It doesn't seem as if he has any hostile intent with his words. It seems, if anything, he is trying to cover up his actions.
Okay. How does one adorn such a beautiful lily on self?
Oh, you would need to harvest the flowers after it is grown more. This one is just budding. You should wait a little longer. Maybe wait until tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Ah, yes.
Where might be the best place to put it meantime?
You should plant it in a clearing, an area with lots of sunlight. I would not recommend anywhere too high traffic, like a large village or town. It may get trampled. Maybe if you can find a secluded area out in the woods where there is a clearing, that would be good.
Hey, Petre. Tell him about the trap door.
And he is motioning towards you gently, like trying to brush you off.
Can Elias sense that Petre's in distress about Mohit or
Sure.
Would that be sense motive?
Yes.
We're all in distress.
We're all in distress about
That is
Mohit.
21 sense motive.
Yes. Very easy to tell.
Petre.
Elias once again goes over to Ash and covers his mouth. And she whispers in Ash's ear, "One more word and I snap."
I mean,
She has your mouth covered with her hand. I think I will take your compatriot outside.
That would probably be good. He's looking pale. He may need fresh air.
He may need fresh air.
I'm blue.
She takes Ash outside the door.
We're very new in town. We would love to invite you to our house for a very wonderful evening get-together as like a welcoming for us in the village.
I am a very busy man. I do not know if that would be the best idea.
Oh, when would be a good time?
That is good question.
Sometime tomorrow morning or something
you
like
will be
that?
very busy with the lily and maintaining and caring for that. You should take the plant. And he starts to push the pot towards you.
I take the pot of the plant. Okay.
How much do we owe you?
You are new in town. I would give it to you as
I give him
gift.
300 gold.
This is a wonderful. Thank you for your patronage. Please come again. Would you like to buy my whole store?
I would like your time at some point.
If you maintain your lily very well, maybe I will come to check up on it.
Oh, yes. Okay, perfect.
Like I said, maybe find a nice quiet place in the forest with lots of sunlight, like a clearing.
Got it.
Where you could plant it.
All
and
right.
I might come check on it to make sure it is growing
That is
well.
great service. I really like your
You gave me a lot of money. It is the least I could do.
Thank you, Petre.
Thank you.
Thanks, Petre.
You're not here.
You're not
You're
here.
not there.
Elias covered your mouth and took you
dragged
outside.
you outside.
Ash
because you
just
wouldn't
sticks
shut up.
his head in the door. Thanks, Petrie.
Okay, so I think we probably end up taking the flower.
And leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is Nichia?
With us.
Oh.
That's why the room was very cramped.
Oh.
That's part of it. So you gotta, like,
There is big dog.
the entire... Okay, so there's the store in front of the counter and the store behind the counter. The store in front of the counter, where it is appropriate generally for patrons to be, is only roughly a small room that's like 10 feet by 20 foot. and you had 6 people and a wolf in there.
Not only a wolf, a big wolf.
A very big wolf. Oh, we're leaving already. I didn't even get to buy any petunias.
Are you good at taking care of flowers, Grog?
I'm very good at taking care of flowers.
We have a very important flower we have to take care of.
I love taking care of flowers.
So we need to find a quiet, bright place in the forest. As we go back towards the house, I observe it. Does it seem quiet and bright?
The forest seems like there is a lot of shade and trees just about everywhere. A lot of pine needles.
Snow.
Yes.
How did it go in store? I had to take your compatriot Fishman out. He looked like he was causing store owner quite amount of distress.
Yes.
I hope I was not assuming that would help. Just thought it might be best.
All right, Sal,
For
listen.
situation.
We gotta learn.
His name is Ash.
Thanks.
He's acting like a sow. You gotta start reading the room, bud.
That's supposed to mean.
You have to understand the social context of what's going on in this situation.
What if I call you?
I'm not making fun of your name, but I'm saying.
Yeah, you are. You called me a
Why did you
sow.
change your name?
Because that's my real name.
Why are you using your real name in a game where
You are
Because I'm
using your...
gonna-
I am also using my real name.
Okay. Hi. Formal introductions. I'm Ash Patel. All right.
Why are you telling? Don't. I don't want to know who you are.
So we can all meet up after we beat this game.
If
That is
we-
making up a lot of assumptions.
that.
Daniel. Okay, fine. Let me rephrase that. So Daniel and I could meet up. and
That
be
is making up a
friends
lot of
after
assumptions.
this game.
That is continuing to make up a great deal of assumptions.
Just one.
Snow, where are you are you carrying the pot?
Yeah.
Where you carrying it about waist high?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're all a bunch of tall people, and I know that's partly my fault due to character creation. But did anyone else see the map drawn on the bottom of the potted plant?
No.
No.
There's a map.
Drawn on the bottom of the potted plant.
I am
That's-
actually quite average height from where I am from, which is,
Wisconsin?
yes, Wisconsin.
Yeah, typically people in the Midwest tend to be taller. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yes.
Must be all that sunlight. You grow pretty fast.
Yes, sunlight, very hot. All time, very hot.
If you're from Wisconsin,
I thought it was really cold in Wisconsin normally.
Well, the summers are pretty
Yes,
unpleasant.
I meant summers are hot. Thank you, Daniel.
I lift up the potted plant. What's on the bottom?
It looks like there's a little flower drawn, and then some trees, and then some line going through the trees, and a big X.
Oh, guys, that flower must be the flower shop, and we're supposed to follow the line through the random trees. Where's Wilson when I need him? Oh, no.
Well, Ash has visited the place
Do
he's
you-
talking about.
What? How do you know it is this place?
that's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
I thought
That's
you were
the-
trying to tell me your name was Ash.
Oh yeah, that too. But no. But before that, I was like, yo, I've been to this place. That's how me and Petre are tight now. And it's a trap door with
Maybe we should talk about this when we are
There's a-
out of the
there's a-
town. We should talk about this later
Okay.
in more privacy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Intent.
Sal.
Okay.
So, where all are you guys currently headed back to the log cabin out in the woods?
Correct.
Snow, do you still require my services? I require your services, but, mainly Daniel, and I do have to say, I have very little money.
Oh.
I was mainly hoping to kind of make trade of I could do something for Vasquez, and Vasquez could do something for me, but I cannot find Dr. Vasquez, so I have taken Daniel as substitute, and...
Well, I don't mind if you follow along, but your source of payment should be discussed between you and Daniel. That's not my business.
that is a good...
I might be the leader of this guild, but he's his own person.
So that always is. Daniel, I have something to discuss with you.
Yeah.
I guess we'll...
Long, awkward pause while
So-
you're walking.
okay, while we're walking back. So, in terms of payment and things of which I need, is this okay time to talk? I know you are under a lot of...
Pressure.
Yes. Stress.
Yes, that too. Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. I need something like a grappling hook or maybe some night vision goggles, or maybe some, like hair gloves that could help me climb walls.
Man, I think we all could use that.
It is what I am familiar with working with in Wisconsin.
What is it exactly that you do in Wisconsin?
It's not shred cheese, I'll tell you that much.
No, she looks through her notebook frantically. I clean windows for skyscrapers.
Oh, that sounds like a very exciting
There
job.
are many skyscrapers in Wisconsin.
There is many skyscrapers in
Really?
Wisconsin.
Name me one city.
Wisconsin? Now in the
Wisconsin, there is many tall buildings
Really?
that need windows clean.
If you're really from Wisconsin, then who's the best quarterback in the country?
In
What?
Wisconsin?
If you are really supposed to be friends with Daniel, how come he seems to be uncomfortable every time he talks
He's
with
not
you?
uncomfortable. Oh my God, just ask him. Daniel, are you uncomfortable?
Yes.
No, he's not. See? He's lying. He's just joking. That's how we work. Okay. There's a couple skyscrapers.
Have you never been to Milwaukee?
I am from Wisconsin. I've never been to Wisconsin.
So, if you would like to
Shame.
blatantly put around suspicion, you better be ready to answer questions of my own.
I answered your questions straight on.
Oh.
If there aren't that many skyscrapers in Wisconsin, then she could really have a monopoly on the window cleaning business.
Yes,
is also true.
especially since I am so good at cleaning up messes of
Yeah, with all that
on
equipment.
windows.
With all that equipment I did.
Lot of birds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
love birds. They're all cute and like tweet about and sing.
Yes, they are lovely flying creatures.
So anyway, a grappling hook, that shouldn't be too hard to make. The glove, like sticky gloves or something like that.
Just something that would allow me to maybe climb any surface that I might or may not into.
That
Maybe something like a cloak of invisibility.
Oh my gosh, I loved Harry Potter.
I too enjoy pottery. I do not know whether or not I like being hairy or not. It's kind of preference, I guess.
It's a shame that Zana left because she thinks she just got some gloves of spider climb at some point.
Do you know person?
I do.
Did they die?
No, she went off on adventures.
Oh. Did she just leave?
Yeah. I got a note.
that seems like her.
Oh.
Well, I didn't get a note, and I thought we were getting along great.
I'm sorry, Krog.
You deserve a note, Grog.
Oh, thanks, Daniel.
I prefer the F note. Sounds quite pleasant.
I'm more of a C minor kind of gal.
Agreed.
B
It's
flat.
very-
I don't know music.
You see me, could be.
So rude.
Please tell me that Grog said that out loud. Oh, dang it.
No.
He wouldn't say that to her.
But in terms of payment, Daniel, man, in terms of money, we have no money.
Well, that's something we have in common.
Oh, well, see, with Dr. Vasquez, I was kind of hoping I could, what is the word, provide services for Dr. Vasquez in exchange for my equipment, of which I require.
Right. Well,
So, Daniel, do you need anyone disposed? No. Do you need any cleaning services? Yes, that is what I do.
not really, but,
What can I do for you, Daniel, that will make you get my, get the things that I need for me to get me?
well, the grappling hook I can probably just do pretty quickly because that's not really particularly difficult to machine out. There is one thing I can think of that's been kind of bugging me recently.
Okay.
So there's this clock. I feel like if I explain this, you're going to look at me like I'm speaking Chinese.
Daniel, I will only ever look at you with my eyes.
Okay, we'll go with that. So there's this clock that I'm trying to put back together again. So this piece of this clock is missing. And I have absolutely no idea where it could be.
You want me to find the needle and needle stack?
Yes.
I don't think that's how that goes,
Yeah,
Elias. I think it's finding.
I don't know. I feel like it would be really hard to find the right needle in a stack of needles.
Ash is just asleep right now.
What?
What?
He's just like
Crystal comes up and kicks him in the shin. Don't sleep on the road, you bum! You're a hobo. Get back. You have a house that you're loitering in. Go there.
Okay.
Get squatters' rights first, at least.
Gosh darn it, I was going to say that.
Sorry.
So you want, in exchange for making me gadgets, gizmos, and all kind of whatnot, you want me to help you find small piece of clock?
Correct. You have absolutely no idea how much this bothers me.
Ah, okay. Well, I think that we will take care of first problem first, and then take care of clock problem.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I'm so glad we don't have to do that anymore. No offense, Daniel.
What? Don't have to do what anymore?
I think both Elias and I are looking at Snow like completely oblivious to what she meant.
Side questing.
Ah, yes, that.
I mean, where's the clock in question? Have you tried looking around the area?
It was given to the blacksmith by Dr. Vasquez, and but the blacksmith has very large hands. And because I have smaller hands, I was able to assemble the clock, but there's one missing piece.
Ah, like missing piece of puzzle that is almost complete.
Have you tried making a
Replica?
metal detector?
Is that possible in game GM?
I don't see why it couldn't be, Daniel.
I mean,
Could at least put a magnet on the end of a stick.
that's possible, yes, but like,
It's a blacksmith shop.
it's a blacksmith shop, Snow. It would just be like, is there metal here?
All right,
Yes.
gotcha.
Well,
Everywhere.
Is to say Dr. Vasquez gave clock to blacksmith.
Well, he did.
Maybe we should try and also find Dr. Vasquez, not because I want to get rid of you or your services, but also because it seems that Dr. Vasquez is a key part in a lot of conspiracies going on.
Yeah, that would be really nice to find him too. It would probably answer a lot of really annoying
Important questions.
Yes, that.
I understand.
Are we almost back? Snow.
Yep, you're back at the house now.
Perfect. Snow.
Yeah, by the time you guys are finishing up your conversation, you're starting to get towards the end of it, and you are arriving at the front porch of the log cabin in the woods.
All right. I got a flower pot, guys.
I thought we were going to go plant flower.
We were. But
Okay,
we had to follow the map on the bottom, apparently.
Is this where the map says to lead?
Ash, do you know where that trap door you said was?
Yeah.
But weren't we also told to go there tomorrow to plant it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow to plant it, or are we supposed to plant it tonight?
Yes, and wait until it's tomorrow morning.
We're just going to camp out. I guess camping out in the woods isn't the worst thing.
Although with these two,
Yeah, no, I'm gonna sleep in the basement because I really don't want to kill you guys.
Me too.
So, just a little question, not meaning to intrude, but it seems, how long have you two been here?
Like
like
2-ish, 3-ish weeks.
And how long have you been in house?
2-ish, 3-ish weeks.
Yeah.
You have been sleeping together for 2-ish, 3-ish weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Uh-huh.
Don't know.
What, do you have a problem with it?
No.
All right. We good.
I mean, although I am generally a brick wall of emotion, I do generally like you people, so I prefer not to kill you.
even me?
no, I think you're on the highest kill list.
No, I'm not. I don't think I am.
So, I
You
do
can
not
make that
understand
decision
how
for
you can be so... I do not think that you understand how the rest of your group seems to react to your presence. Maybe that is something you want to think about a little more.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Maybe you should think about more Wisconsin facts.
I do not need to get homesick.
Sick.
Why would I need to tell you? Wait.
So, Ash, why do you know so freaking much about Wisconsin?
Or why do you
even care?
Why do you care?
Why do you care? Yes, I agree.
Where do you live?
Oh, I'm from Boston.
Man, you give out way too much information. You should be careful of that. That's how they find you.
Yeah, I was gonna say if somebody doesn't like you in this game and you tell them basically where you live, they're gonna come after you.
But Daniel, that's why I have you guys. What are they gonna do? Come after me?
I mean,
yes.
That's
What
what
are they gonna
they
do?
are saying.
Kill me in my sleep? Ooh, I'm scared.
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe this Ash, the person, does not fear death.
Yeah, I don't.
It is admirable not to fear death, but it is also not admirable to be suicidal.
Dude, you don't know half the stuff I've been through, man.
No, I don't, and I don't wish to
fear-
know.
No, but he sold himself into slavery on floor 5.
Oh, wait.
Okay, it was
Wait.
the same people. It was the same people. It was the same
Sure.
people. All right, look, I had a journey in this place, all right?
Okay. We'll go with that.
I will not judge Daniel's
No,
sleeping
I'm just-
partner.
Look, I'm just trying to figure out why you're in this game. We all have a reason. Like, I have a reason.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you mean? I like to play video games.
I don't know. It's just the math isn't really adding up there.
What do you
math?
mean?
What? Well, okay.
She moved to Wisconsin.
I
How
get
is
all
that-
A's in calculus.
That's
Oh
impressive.
no! It just seemed like it was just an interesting, like first game to pick. Because you were like,
Who says it is first game? I've played game.
oh, because I thought you didn't know
Go
what an NPC was.
fish.
I thought you
Hide
said you
and
didn't know what an
seek.
NPC was.
Whoa. So, Ash, whatever your name is, what do you mean interesting first game to pick? This is like the newest game of the century. This is the coolest thing. I
Yes.
guarantee you everybody and their grandma bought a version of this game.
I'm just
We
like,
went to Game Go and got ours.
really?
I had to purchase mine from months in advance.
Okay, I have a bit of a confession to make. I don't play that many games. This is like the second game. I've ever
Wow, I would have never guessed.
played. Right next to
You seem so socially
Dogs and
adept.
Cats Crossing. That was the other game that I played.
What?
Ah, yes. Dogs and Cats Crossing. A weeb game, but the beginning game.
What is weeb?
It's a basic game.
Really?
Weeb is a
So I
cloak.
went from that to this, and this is the second game. I played.
I don't think
Daniel
it's
was
gotten any
talking. What is weeb?
Wait, Crystal, what did you say?
better. It hasn't gotten any less weebish if this is the second game you're playing.
Yeah, no,
No, it
it's about the
hasn't.
same.
Weeb is a colloquial term used to describe people who are really into anime, which is Japanese form of animation.
Although it explains so much of why you chose Undine. You're into
I-
furries.
No, I'm telling you right now, I
You guys keep
vehemently
mentioning a
hate anime.
furry.
A furry is how do I explain this in a way that won't?
Nah, Daniel, just leave it to her
I
imagination.
really don't like anime. I'm just letting you know.
Daniel, you are very helpful with information. Thank you.
I'm Daniel.
Yes.
Daniel, this little clock bitty thingy.
Yeah.
Where's the clock?
It's in the blacksmith's shop.
All right, cool. Good to know.
Are you
Crystal?
going to steal it?
Excuse
No,
you.
wait,
That is my mission for Daniel.
Well, listen. I'm just saying if it's something very valuable, then maybe I could get it first. And I'm just saying that maybe I can find it.
I'm just gonna stand between Crystal and Elias and be like, do not want this to escalate. I can see
Elias
where this
is
is going.
very intensely glaring at Crystal.
But
Maybe you two could work together. It would be a great bonding experience.
I don't know if she could keep
Daniel,
up with her. And I point from Elias to Crystal.
Then you said that you wanted me to do this.
Well, you seem to want us. Well,
I mean, I don't care if I get paid for it. I'll give you the key once I find it. I just want to have found it. It bothers me that it's missing.
This confuses.
All right,
me.
how about this? Listen, we have until tomorrow to meet with Petre.
Mm-hmm.
If you really need to get that clock done, we could go back to town after coming all the way out here.
Well, we don't all have to go.
Yes, it seems that the Ash man wants to take a nap.
Oh, don't worry. If he doesn't, I'll make sure he does.
Yo, what was that?
You seem
Nothing
so
at all.
tired. You want to take a nap?
I'm pretty tired.
You need
I'm not gonna
to
lie.
take a nap. You need to
Yeah.
take a little
I
nap.
do need to take a lap.
No, go
Yeah.
take a nap.
boy.
Go take a nap. Go ahead.
Boy. That was a little far. I don't know. That was weird.
Okay.
I mean, if we wanted
I
to,
am the other werewolf in the room, but I acknowledge that I have never barked in human form.
If we were to split up and divide and conquer, some of us could go back into town to do town things, and then maybe the werewolf people don't do that because they turn into things that could eat your face off. But
yeah, I prefer not to do that.
I mean, if we thought we needed to plant the flower, maybe Grog, if you wanted to go plant the flower, because I know you like flowers. I do like flowers. And then, Ash, you should probably go with him to show him where it is.
Yeah, I can do that.
And then anyone else who wanted to go wandering off in the woods and potentially get lost, but hopefully not get lost.
I mean, I am genuinely tired, but sure.
I mean, you can take a nap in the woods and Grog can carry you.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
I mean...
Wait, if he takes a nap in the woods, how is he going to guide Grog
he
there?
He can tell me where it is first, and then once we get there, I should be able to find my way back, hopefully.
Yeah, that works.
Maybe I should come along.
That's probably not a bad idea. But are you good with directions?
I've been working on it. Wilson's been working with me.
Don't you have person that is good at directions, a cartographer or someone with...
Yes, and he's not here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to make you cry.
All right, so everyone who's going to the blacksmith, say I.
I.
Then also I.
Okay, that sounds good. That's a good party. Daniel knows where he's going. I'm short and she's tall, so we'll cover all our bases.
You are very small in stature, but as I am told, size does not matter. It is the size of your heart. That is how the saying goes.
In Wisconsin.
Yes, in Wisconsin.
Yeah, Grog's used to that. He's big in a lot of ways.
Oh, it does seem like he has big heart like flowers.
All right, so let's...
That means I'm going to plant the flower.
Yep, I'm with you, Grog.
Okay, all right, so
Ash,
where are we going? Ash,
Alonzi.
where are we going?
Snow just says, I am probably never going to get used to calling you Ash. It's probably going to slip back to Sal half the time. Look, I'm looking at your username when I'm talking to you.
Okay, fine. I'll call you a Storm. And you'll see how it feels to be called something that you're not actually.
But your username is Sal.
We were calling you this.
Okay, fine. You can call me Sal. You can call me Sal. Just leave me alone and don't talk to me. You're not my friend anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Snow, you seem to make fishmen cry.
It's apparently my favorite pastime.
It's all right. Come here, buddy.
And Grog just picks him up and starts carrying him and walking.
Just tell me when I need to turn.
Thank Grog. You're my best friend in here.
I guess you're okay. I walk after them with a flower a little awkwardly afterwards. I'm like, guys, you forgot the flower. Okay.
Elias takes Daniel's shoulder. Daniel, you will show...
I'm going to stiffen up like a 2x4.
Not the only thing that's good stiff. Is that what you were thinking?
That's all he said. She touches his shoulder. I stiffen up like a 2x4.
It's a plank of wood. Something
exactly.
Oh God, I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
Looks around like, oh my God, Jesus Christ! Dude.
I ship it.
Like a boat.
Daniel, you will show us the black sheep. It's black
sheep.
blacksmith shop.
Yes, indeed.
You
Follow
seem
me.
tense.
Yes, I shoulder, no touch.
Oh, sunburn. Got you.
No.
So, what's the blacksmith like?
Well, I've never actually seen his face or any of his skin because every time he's working there, he is
You've been here for 2 weeks? You've been here for 2 weeks and you don't even know what he looks like?
Nope. You'll understand when you see him.
Looks are not the most important thing, dear Crystal.
Yeah, but generally when you work with someone for an extended period of time, you have seen them and you would be able to give a description, and that is what they look like.
I have never seen this man take off any piece of clothing he is in.
Then you'll make sure men stay modest.
No, not really. It's just he doesn't take off his clothes ever.
So you have asked him to take off his clothes?
Daniel is just going to rub his hands in his
Crystal's
face.
just gonna pat you on the back, or attempt to jump up and pat you on the back. Don't worry, Daniel. If you need him to take off his clothes, I could probably get him to do it.
Don't worry, Daniel.
I could get him to take off his clothes.
Crystal.
If you wanted to.
Small Crystal. I do not mean this in any demeaning way anyway. Would you like to be picked up?
Why would I want that?
You are struggling to reach heights, and the view is lovely.
I can walk on my own 2 feet. I'm a big girl.
You are very small in stature.
I am a big girl.
It was only an offer.
So we are just going to keep walking to the blacksmith.
All right, great. Sounds good.
I like how Daniel continues to be a plank of wood as he walks.
All right. Meanwhile, in the forest.
Are we there yet?
Oh, do you know where we're going?
Yeah, we just got to find the trees. The big,
We're in the
There are
trees.
trees everywhere.
Yeah.
What do you...
Y'all see a giant rock?
No, I see a lot of trees.
Yeah, there's a lot of pine.
That's a pine tree.
Can I
There's
perception
some
check.
needles.
Perception
Sure.
check. I got an 18.
You do not see a rock anywhere. You see you do not see the large rock in which you are looking for. You see a number of small rocks, like hand-sized rocks that are laying on the ground.
Okay.
But there are pine needles and pine cones everywhere. But it
Okay.
doesn't seem like there's a hard beaten path. It seems like you are just in the woods.
Yo, shape of water, listen up.
Actually, he's the shape of Sal.
That's right. I'm Sauce.
So SOS?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, please tell me you've been to this trap door or latch or whatever you were
Yeah.
calling it
Hundreds of times.
from your house.
Uh-huh.
You've gone to the house
Yes.
to there.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
You went.
I thought I did. We did.
Oh
Yeah, the
my-
first time I went there. That's true.
No, he went down from the florist.
Yes,
He's always gone
Oh.
into town from the florist started and then gone into the forest.
Okay,
Alright,
I thought he meant just in general he's gone there. But yes, you GM are indeed correct.
Yeah,
he's
he's
always
never,
gone
like-
from the florist.
Yeah, he's always used the florist as a waymark first.
Do I need a sense mode of this man?
Sure. Roll bluff, by the way, if you're trying to cover up the fact that you know where you're going or don't know where you're going. If you wanted to, you could also roll survival and see if you can figure out where you're going.
26 on my sense motive.
25. All right, you beat it.
All right, so Snow, you have an inkling that So may not have been there from this direction, but he probably has been there, if not hundreds of times, at least a dozen.
Okay, so you're telling me that right now we are walking in the woods with no idea which direction we're really supposed to be going in, even though you've been there, but you haven't gone from the hut, have you, or from the house?
Just three friends strolling along, having a good time.
Sal, your sense of direction and my sense of direction are terrible, but in addition, you turn into a werewolf, and if you attack us, I will not be afraid to put you down to sleep.
Yo, I think she killed some animals. Okay.
Well,
I will
actually,
have
she
to
said
cast
she-
sleep on you.
Okay. All right, that's better. Alrighty. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go north. We're gonna go north.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do, Grog. We're gonna turn around, go back to the house,
Okay.
go back into town,
Sure.
to the florist shop,
Okay.
and head out from there.
We have a mini map, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just pull up the mini map and go north.
But, I mean, our mini-map, we haven't been there before, so it doesn't show us where it is.
I've been there before.
Well,
So
I still-
can't I?
Well,
So
then
can't
shouldn't
I just
you-
open
you
my
probably
mini
have to
map?
walk.
Then shouldn't you know? Don't you know where it is?
Yeah.
then?
Okay. It's to the west a little bit.
It's actually to the east.
Okay, it's to the east a little bit.
I'm concerned because you keep jumping around on what you say.
Yeah, first
and
you said
No, it's
north,
the-
and then you
okay,
said
yeah, I had
west,
to
And now
then
it's
you said
east.
All right.
east.
Okay. I had to reorient my mini map, but see, look.
Actually, I can't see that.
You
very
can't see
well
my mini
now.
map. How do you share mini? Alice,
Yes.
can I share my screen?
Screen sharing is a limited function in order to keep your information confidential. What you could do, though, is you could go ahead and, if you had the craft cartography skill, export the map and then share it with other players.
Oh my lord. Okay, just take my word on this, will you? We're going east.
that is a very hard thing to take.
No, we're going west.
I miss Wilson.
Snoeast.
Wilson's
If
good
you
at
will.
directions. Wilson could find this place. I can't.
Whatever happened to Wilson?
Roll a survival check for me.
20.
The Sal, you are able to figure out that you did just need to go a little bit northeast, veering mostly eastward, just slightly more
Okay.
north, as going into the forest towards the log cabin in the woods does take you relatively deep into the forest. You mostly just need to head eastwards towards the coast, and eventually, using your mini-map and with good guidance, you are able to find the clearing.
All right. See, told you so. When have I ever, proven you guys
I mean,
wrong?
it took us
few
like
times.
9 minutes.
Nah,
It-
8.5.
But that's basically 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, I don't see where we're supposed to plant this lily. There's no water around here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sunlight.
It was a metaphor.
And then, there's just this giant rock in the middle of the clearing.
Yeah, that's the rock.
What do you mean that's the rock?
All right, you're a strong man. Could you do me a solid and push that rock to the right? Get to the left of that rock and then push it to the right.
Have you done this before? Is this supposed to be done?
So
yeah,
Grog walks up.
There's a trapdoor beneath it.
But we were told to wait until tomorrow morning. I thought we were supposed to plant the flower tonight and then meet Petre tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I guess we could plant the flower.
Grog is currently walking up to the rock.
We're arguing
Okay,
about
Grog,
this right
just
now.
plant the rock. Just plant
Grog
the rock.
has walked up to the rock and has his hands currently on it, and he's leaning his shoulder into it.
Grog.
Yeah? Well, he told me to push the rock.
Okay. We need to plant the flower first, Grog.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess we could do that. Where do you want to plant it?
In the sunlight?
Well, there's a decent amount of sunlight pretty much everywhere.
Are we actually supposed to? I just think
And
about
it looks
this.
like there's some fresh soil
Are we
over
actually
there.
supposed to plant this flower? Or, because I mean, I flip it over, like kind of tilt it, not flip it.
Be careful with that. It could fall out.
I'm just slightly tilting it. It'll be fine.
I thought it was a metaphor, but alrighty.
Why don't you just lift it above your head so you can see it? I thought we were just buying a pretty flower.
And I thought that we were supposed to plant the pretty flower, but who knows if that's
And I
literal or
thought-
not.
I thought we were going to do some exploring.
I mean, I could push the rock.
We could push the rock. Here, we're going to go push the rock. I want to plant the flower.
Let's go.
Come over here.
You walk up, given Sal's instructions of where to push. Both you and Grog put your hands on this rock. Please roll a strength check.
It's a 9.
Total?
9 total. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
You want me to roll again? I can.
No.
Because my character can push 300 pounds.
Right. It's a big rock. This rock is standing almost
Okay.
as tall as Grog is. It stands much taller than you. So both you and Grog are pushing on this rock, and it seems as if it's not willing to budge, but you do hear some slight creaking and some movement, seemingly, but it seems like you need to push a little harder.
Okay, hold on. Do you want me to roll again?
Can I assist another?
Sure.
3. Add
Nice.
3.
Grog seems to get visibly upset and frustrated.
22.
And together, you and him with bolstered confidence, he gets like really angry, steps back, charges, and literally bull rushes this rock and slams into it. And with you and him both shoving, you actually hear what sounds to be like the splintering of wood and warping of metal as this rock
Sal,
gets pushed.
did this go the wrong direction?
And you see, as the rock is now out of the way and has been moved about a good 6 or 7 feet, there seems to have been some type of mechanism that the rock was attached to on the ground.
Did you
All right, I
tell
guess
us
it was
to
on
push
the-
this the wrong direction?
Unfortunately, yeah, it happens to the best of us.
You are not the best of us. I realize I'm not here, but
Hey, Mohit.
Hey, arm day, never too late.
No, gosh.
You
What if
gave them the directions to move the rock when coming from the south, but you came from the west. So they were pushing it up, down instead of left, right.
Oh, you're mean. Okay.
no, you're just not very perceptive.
That's true. That's very true.
this wasn't, can I cast mending?
You may need me, actually.
Sure.
You can cast mending, that's fine.
I'd have to do it like all over the thing.
Yeah, all over the rails. Because it looks like this rock was set up and attached to some type of rail track device, which was
Okay.
able to
Grog,
make it
we
move.
gotta put this back
Oh,
because
wait, but we just got it here.
we moved it too far.
What do you mean we moved it too
We
far?
moved it too.
Where do you
Grog,
want me
we
to put it
broke
back?
somebody's toy.
Well, no, that's what he told me to do it.
I know. I was
It's
just
his
like pointing at
fault.
him.
All right. Okay, so what? Petre's gonna notice.
We're gonna fix it. Okay, come on, Grog. We gotta push it back.
What do we do?
Okay, we push it back on top of the rails, and I'm gonna fix it.
Well, I'm a little tired. Could you just give me a minute, catch my breath?
How long do you need? You ended your barbarian rage already?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just thought I didn't mean to use it.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Hey, don't strain yourself. You might pull a hamstring.
I already did.
You don't want to pull the other one.
I'll pull both.
Hey, look, just no.
Sal, get over here. You're pushing against this rock.
Just give it a minute. Give it a minute.
All right, I'm gonna press against the rock. Let's do
All
it.
right, roll strength, Sal.
That's a 9. That's right.
Snow's just watching as he does this. It was partially a joke.
You just see this little tiny frail fish man being dwarfed by this massive boulder, attempting to, and just like his feet scuffing up against the ground, unable to get any traction to push this.
Nachia, That is, wow. Yesterday it was like so much higher pitched. This is great. Good boy. All right.
The testosterone has kicked in.
All right. I guess we're going to wait it out, and I'm going to have Nachia help with pushing it.
Literally only needs a minute.
Okay.
And while Sal's kind of just like flailing about on the rock, like, okay, sir. I caught my breath. I'm good. I'm no longer fatigued. And he puts it in air quotes.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, let's go again. Pushing rock.
9 again.
You have a 9?
Again.
Total?
Yeah.
You rolled a 5?
Again.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so both you and Grog are able to inch the rock a little closer, but it's not quite over the trapdoor. It's like halfway there.
I'm going to do it again.
All right.
Can Achia assist?
Sure. So you and Grog are currently taking up all the surface area of the rock in order to push it from that direction.
I have rope.
Okay.
Can I tie it to Nachia?
Yeah.
Okay. I do so. We kind of try to lash it around.
Yeah, you kind of like tighten it around his chest.
His roll was a 16 total.
Okay. And yours?
17 total.
So you and Nachia are kind of slowly dragging this in place again. And then Grog, you just hear, comes barreling in.
No. Walk.
And it just... And it sounds like the rock slid back to where it was and fell back into place.
All right. I'm going to walk around this thing and cast Mending all over it.
Okay. So you take a little while.
Snow, you got like a trowel or anything I could use? Maybe like a sharp, pointy thing?
Sal or Ash, can you create something that he can use, or do you have a trowel?
Mage hand. Inspire courage.
I could use my hands.
All right.
All right.
So Grog just starts digging in a random place.
Mage hand.
And Sal's assisting with a hand of force, attempting to assist Grog with 5 pounds of force digging in this little... And eventually you guys get a nice small hole, and Grog's planting the lily while you're going around the rock mending it.
I hope Petra doesn't get upset. If he does, we won't be able to buy any more flowers.
Okay, now we know which direction to push.
All right, well, we planted the lily and we fixed the rock we broke.
For the most part, I think there's like a little spot underneath I couldn't get to.
Now you're just going to do it the right way.
Well, I mean, it's getting kind of late, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? All right, fine, we'll go back.
I mean, I thought we were just coming here to plant the lily, apparently, and then come back tomorrow.
Okay, that works too, yeah.
So...
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we know how to get here now, so that's a plus.
Yeah, that's a plus, yeah. It's on your mini-map, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're all good. Nice.
Updated for me.
All right, so with that, you all start making your way back from the small clearing in the woods, and you started going back to the log cabin in the wood. And with this, seeing as Grog, Ash, and Snow are all headed back from the clearing back to the cabin in the woods, we're actually going to cut over to Daniel, Elias, and Crystal, who have been walking through the town in order to get to the blacksmiths after everyone has broken up.
So, Daniel, you've met this blacksmith before, yes?
That is correct.
How capable of a blacksmith would you say that he is?
The only thing he's not very good at is small items, so like clockwork or other things of that scale. And that's why he gave me the clock to work on.
So he is familiar with dealing with things that are not small. Good to know.
Aha, that means he won't be good with dealing with me.
You are right, little tiny friend.
I will be his ultimate kryptonite, his one weakness.
I honestly don't think he'll care that much.
That's until I kick him in the shin. Well, I probably won't need to. I will be very proper and ladylike.
No, Crystal. Violence is not needed unless a situation prevents itself.
But that's what I'm saying. If it does present itself, I have the ultimate combat attack.
A shin kick.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Well, you said you were going to kick his shins.
Yep.
Okay.
I probably won't need to. Oh, he's probably a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's good. He's cool. He's a bit gruff, but...
Anything else we know before we arrive?
Don't sneak up on him.
That's really good to know.
I have made that mistake multiple times.
All right, and while this conversation is going on, you guys have been able to, via the guidance of Daniel, traverse through the town, making the necessary turns here and there, navigating your way from where you were in the log cabin to the opposite side through the entire town to where the blacksmith Pavel is.
Here's the place.
Do we knock on door?
No, he's never in the front.
Do you normally knock on the doors of shops?
No, not this one. He's always in the back.
I am normally polite.
You knock on doors of shops every time you enter?
She puts polite in air quotes.
Interesting.
Daniel is going to walk around the back and see what Pavel is doing.
Elias will follow.
Just imagine going to a grocery store or Starbucks, and every time someone wants to enter, they first knock on the door.
I see your point.
All right, Crystal goes to walk in, sees that you aren't walking in the front, and then just doubles back and tries to run and trail behind Daniel.
Wait, why are we going this way? The door's that way.
Yes, but he's usually in the back, and I don't want to take the clock without him knowing, because then he'll think someone stole it, and then he'll be concerned, and I don't want him to be concerned.
Daniel is thoughtful man.
So I'm just going to round the corner and see what Pavel is doing.
So you make your way to the back end of the blacksmith where you know that he keeps his furnace, but as of right now, it seems like his furnace is not lit, nor do you hear the sound of Pavel working on anything.
Pavel? Are you here?
And yet there is no response.
Maybe say his name a little bit louder.
Daniel's going to shout Pavel's name.
There is still no response.
Okay, I guess he's not here.
Was the door to the front open? Maybe he is in the front.
I'm going to go through the back door.
All right, you proceed to go through the back door, and which Crystal would follow you through. And you see the very familiar scene of his various workbenches scattered around with small projects laying here and there, and you do notice that your clock is currently laying out on the table that you last recall working on it. But again, no sight of Pavel.
Maybe he's just working on something down at the docks. I know he does anchor work and whatnot. You know, maybe all that experience with anchors and other seafaring things would be useful. I mean, you wanted a hook, so maybe he could build it for you.
No, not just any hook. This is grappling hook. This is something that you shoot and can pull entire weight of body off of ground at high speed.
I mean, in theory, it's not that much different than an anchor. It's just thinner metal because it doesn't need to be a ton. It needs to be like 3 pounds. But anyway, I'm going to see if there's anything around here to write a note for Pavel so I can just tell him that I took the clock.
Oh, there is some various schematic paper laying around. There should be a few blank sheets.
So I'm going to grab a sheet and write with whatever's around, whether that be a pencil or some charcoal, that I, Daniel, took the clock to go and repair it back at my house.
Daniel, should we maybe leave note of schematics of grappling hook ironwork that needs to be done, maybe?
I'd rather just talk to him in person about that. I think it'll be easier.
Probably. What did you say his name was again?
Pavel.
Okay.
Alea screams at the top of her lung,
Mr. Pavel, sir! I have a job for you!
And this echoes out through the house, and your voice seems to carry out into the streets, yet with no response, as it is eerily quiet.
I do not like this.
Daniel rubs his ears slightly.
And Daniel, you do recall that while Pavel has worked on various parts for ship hulls and anchors previously, you've never heard the blacksmith shop be so quiet. It's always rather lively, with him always constantly working, from whenever you get here to whenever you leave.
You know, come to think of it, it is kind of strange that he's not here. I wonder where everyone is.
did I see anyone in the street while we were walking?
As you were walking to town, there wasn't anyone currently walking around, but you do know that it is a small town, so it's likely that everyone could be in their houses or out doing work somewhere in the fields.
Yeah, I did not see anyone walking around town either.
Well, that's not terribly uncommon. It's just weird for Paul specifically not to be here, because he always comes before me and he always leaves after me.
Does the man ever sleep?
Well, he probably eats as well. What time is it? Maybe he's at lunch or breakfast.
I mean, he is a non-player character, or non-playable character, so...
So he is computer program.
Maybe they don't need to eat or sleep.
No, I have seen them eat before.
But that doesn't mean they need to survive.
Not
just because they
necessarily.
can.
But it is in their programming to do so.
Anyway, we'll figure this out later. First things first is the clock.
You grab your clock.
Yes, I'm going to take my clock and put it in my inventory so it doesn't get damaged.
So you said there was a piece missing of the clock.
Yeah, it seems like this. It's not quite a gear. It's this.
Mechanism?
Yeah, something like that. That seems to fit in the back, but it seems to be enchanted as well with magic. So it's not like I can just machine any old gear and see, oh, does this fit? Oh, does this fit? Oh, does this fit? No, it doesn't work like that. It's a little bit more strange.
I understand. No, I am not one to judge, but that seems a little bit large of a timepiece to carry around, just, day to day. I was wondering why it is so important for you to fix.
Well, for one, I was told to fix it for payment for a chain, so I didn't go rampaging around the town as a werewolf. It's also something that Pavel said he had been working on previously with Vasquez.
Oh,
and
the
so,
doctor.
Who knows? Maybe this'll help us. I don't know.
Well, my question to you is, what do we do now?
Well, we have the clock.
I feel like we should, kind of just gather up the clock and leave.
Yeah, we should probably leave, So
as all of you are getting the various pieces, gears, schematics, paperwork in order together, and Daniel's putting the clock in a nice wrapped bundle to put into his inventory, you all of a sudden hear very large footsteps right behind you, where you hadn't previously. But they seem very, very close.
Ah, I see you're packing that up and taking it.
Oh, yeah, we're just taking it home to take a better look at it. Wanted to see if these two could help me with it.
So you turn around and you notice that you've only heard the past couple of steps this gentleman has made, but you notice a very large man who's actually about eye height with you, Elias. So he's about 6'6", but he's much broader, a lot more muscular from his silhouette and build. But the most noticeable thing is that he is completely covered and adorned head to toe with thick protective gear. His face is even covered by a visor and a cowl, and not so much of an inch of his skin is actually exposed or visible.
Well, sir, you are, I do not mean any offense, but you are extremely quiet for a man of your stature.
I didn't mean to startle anyone. I was getting some supplies.
Okay, that's where you were. It was kind of weird because we came here and you just weren't here, and that's really rare. If not, I don't think I've been here 2 weeks. That's never happened.
Elias stretches her hand out, as to go in for a handshake, and she says, I assume you are a man named Pavel?
That is correct. And he would outstretch his hand, which almost dwarfs yours, and you get met by a thick black glove, which you can't feel his skin, but you are just met by this kind of leathery, worn hide.
Elias looks at her hand and thinks to herself, wow, big hands. Okay. I actually have a request of you, specifically blacksmith. Yes, smith person. I need 4 hooks attached to one base. It looks, can I find a piece of paper to draw this out on?
Sure.
I'm going to turn around and address Pavel. She needs a grappling hook.
Can't say that I've ever technically made one before, but it shouldn't be too hard.
Yes, it looks like this. And she shows him
I understand the concept, yes.
Oh, okay. She puts down the paper very sadly, thinking that her drawing was inadequate to please him. Well, how much in terms of payment would this cost? I have around 50-ish gold to spare. I can spare.
Did you intend on me just making the hook, or did you need the rope or chain as well? And if so,
I would need Daniel.
And if so, I would need to know how much. Also, I need to know your preference of rope versus chain.
Small chain would probably be better. I usually use wire, but I don't think you guys have wire. She looks at Daniel. What would it need? I am around...
Rope.
I am not a light person to carry.
Rope isn't that weak.
Okay. If you say rope, we'll go rope.
How much rope would you need with it? Around about 50 feet?
She looks at Daniel.
Or do you need more? Depends. What are you climbing to, the top of a tree?
Elias, how many stories are the buildings you're trying to go up?
Elias thinks to herself, about 75 feet would be Yeah, 75 feet.
Okay, then 75 feet of rope. Strong rope.
Understandable. Shouldn't be too bad. It'll be about 150 copper.
She takes out 1 gold piece and puts it down. Yes.
This will work.
I was unaware of currency exchange. You can show appreciation through big hug. She tries to smile, but it probably looks somewhat threatening.
You can't see him, but he pauses without making any sound, as if he is processing and thinking and not quite sure what to do.
I'll have your order ready for you quickly. It should be ready by tomorrow.
Does he walk away?
And he just turns and walks away.
Elias drops her hands or arms. I thought that...
It's okay. He's a little,
Covered from head to toe in, black restrictive gear?
So?
I
thought that all Americans loved skinship.
He's not the most, shall we say, touchy-feely type person.
I don't know if he's touched or felt anything ever in his life without an inch of his skin exposed.
Hey.
Have you ever even seen his face?
Nope, not once.
I don't know, that's a little weird.
Well, Crystal, just judge people on the way that they appear. Judge them by their appearance.
He's been here for 2 weeks.
Crystal, we're in a game that could kill us if we die in it. Nothing is
I'm
weird
pretty sure
anymore.
if you die, you normally die anyways, so yeah.
But never mind. Anyway, we're gonna get going now.
All right, so with that, you pack up your things and you head out back to the log cabin in the woods to re-meet up with all of your fellow compatriots. So you are all making your way back, collectively in your own individual groups of what you attempted to accomplish, but you arrive back at the log cabin at roughly a similar time. It seems to be about 4 or 5 p.m.
Ash, when you say push the rock one way and it doesn't move, why would you
it did move.
I'm sorry.
It moved.
We broke a rock, man.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. Please, I'll make it up to you.
How did you break a rock?
I am equally as confused.
I have better question. Why did you break rock?
Mainly because
He told us to.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
it's okay. At least we fixed it. Hopefully, Petre does not notice that.
How do you fix a rock?
Mending?
Casted mending on it.
Oh, okay, I guess that works.
It wasn't magical, thankfully. It was all mechanical.
Oh, so you pushed the wrong way, and then Grog got excited and he pushed it too hard, didn't
Nope.
he?
Hey, he told us which way to push.
I just wanted to make you proud.
He told us which way to push.
We both pushed with our strength.
Very impressive, by the way.
Yeah.
I know. This
Yeah.
small body packs a really big punch, apparently. She flexes just a little bit, but then puts her arm back down.
Elias thinks to herself, "Oh, that's so cute."
Yeah, I can see how that might be a problem. Well, at least you cast mending on and were able to fix it.
What's with the clock?
Oh, yeah, this is the thing we had to go get. This was the thing that Petre, the blacksmith in the town, and Dr. Vasquez were working on, so maybe if we fix it...
Wasn't Petre the florist and
Pavel. Gosh darn it.
There's a lot of lots of pee in this town.
Yes.
I think Daniel might just be a little sleep deprived. He's not running on all engines on go.
Cylinders, crystal cylinders. But yeah, Pavel, the blacksmith, and Dr. Vasquez were working on this clock previously. So maybe if we get it working again, it might answer some questions about Dr. Vasquez or where he went. Or who knows, maybe in trying to fix it, we'll find something else about Dr. Vasquez that we didn't know before.
Do you think the clock is going to talk to you?
I happen to know one question that it will answer, Snow. What the time is.
I mean, I hope
Does
so.
she snap like that?
Elias learned your comedy through American sitcoms.
I think she
Ash
learned it
finds
through
this
you.
funny.
Oh my god.
And she thinks to herself, I thought that I was good at this thing and making people comfortable, but every time I try, it seems to make them uncomfortable. She's sad and starts brooding.
So you think the clock is going to give us more information on Vasquez?
So all of you make your way into the log cabin, and Daniel goes on explaining as he starts to lay out this intricate clock and all of its various pieces on the coffee table that is currently in the main living area right in front of the fireplace.
I'm also going to try and explain it in such a way that doesn't make anyone too bored and want to die.
What time of day is it at this point?
It's around about 5 p.m.
All right, guys, before we get on with the clock, I think there's a few things we need to talk about.
And with that, I think we're going to call it for this week's episode of Sword Art Online Odd, Season 3, Episode 4.
Whoa, wow, guys, we're getting there.
Are we? We're getting there slowly but surely.
We're slowly getting some answers.
Very slowly, but very surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Sword Art Online Odd. Woo! All right, if you enjoyed this episode, guys, please make sure that you leave us a review on iTunes or Podchaser. The link is in the description below. You can also follow us on our various social medias, Twitter, Instagram @RollFound, Facebook Missing Role Player Found, as well as join us on our Discord where we hang out, we chat, and we even post trivia questions. Wow. Yeah. So join us in our Discord. The link is in the description below. And you can also check us out on our website. If you want to get merchandise from the show, you can do so there. And that's it, guys. All right. So we'll see you next week on Sword Art Online Odd. Season 3, Episode 5. All right.
Around too long.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.